Hi and welcome to Capacity TV. I'm Jason McGee-Abe, Editor-in-Chief of Capacity Media. We're here at Atlanta for ITW 2019 and I'm glad to be joined by Juan Carlos from Telefonica today. Juan Carlos, welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Excellent. So let's talk about the industry. It's lots of market trends. It's evolving very fast. Let's focus on the challenges. What are the main challenges that wholesalers are experiencing today, and what is Telefonica doing to address those?
Well, I think that the wholesale, are affording the same challenges than the rest of the industry, on the telco industry, that is affording, from a point of view, challenges that are becoming from, first of all, a disruptive technology that are coming. We are in a world that is full of technologies, which is not a bad news. For companies like us that are based on technology. But the thing is that as soon as the technology is coming, the waves on change accelerate. And the time to change is shorter. And this is something that we have to afford. The second challenge probably in the industry is that we have new customers and new behaviors in the customers. The customers want to have elastic services, or on demand, flexible, not fixed services like in the past. They are ready to pay for the services that they consume, or they have, I call the services that are based on a press the button. I want the service now, I want one click, and I'm ready to pay for these services. And finally, I think that we are seeing in the market, the coming of the OTTs. That is not new. Probably the new thing is that we are seeing not only the big OTTs. We are seeing, a lot of new companies that we call aggregators or distributors or even vendors that are providing services that are addressing to the wholesalers to request us services to build their own services to the market. Then I think that if you look at the wholesaler, we should be, able to produce and to generate, more sophisticated services, more flexible services for these kind of customers. And at the end of the day, I think that we should be part on this platform economy. I think that we should be ready to expose, to this and other type of customers, our capabilities expose our networks, expose our systems, and our capabilities to this new type of customers. What Telefonica is doing, I think that there is a one word, they define that is digitalization. We want to become a digital carrier, and that's cover, I think, that three different transformations. The first transformation that we have already afforded is the network and the operation transformation. As soon as you are ready with this, we can go to the commercial transformation, which is the phase that we are affording right now. And lastly, as the transformation in the product portfolio. I think that this is basically the three transformation we need, and we see that the right order to afford that is this. Network, customer relationship, and portfolio.
Mm-hmm. So very big, important things to focus on in a relatively short space of time. Like you mentioned, one of the main challenges being keeping up with the pace of change, being agile and flexible with these kind of new on-demand functions and consumer behaviors today. We want things and we want things now. But when it comes to customer relationships and how that develops, there's smaller niche players, new technologies. How has the customer relationship kind of format kind of evolved with Telefonica?
Customer relationship is changing. In all the customers that we have. It's true that I think that the way of transformation is coming to us from the new customers. When I say new customers, I am talking about this kind of companies. That are producing services based on platforms, and that they're requesting us the last miles or voice or roaming or numbering, because they need that to build a new service based on a platform. And this is the type of customers that are pushing us to transform, I mean, our relationship with them. But also the traditional customers, I mean, like the traditional carriers, I mean, are also affording a set of transformation that we need to afford. Those customers, I mean, are requesting basically a digital relationship. They don't want to ask for quotations, I mean, based on Excel files. I mean, they want on websites tools. They want to make the ordering and even the provision and the billing. I mean, everything. I mean, based on digital applications. We need to develop APIs to interconnect, I mean, with this kind of carriers. And this is, I mean, a complete transformation on that relationship that we have with them. What we are doing right now, I think we are trying to digitalize this relationship with the customers with different initiatives. I mean, some of them are, for instance, from the traditional business, like the voice business or the roaming business. We are in a very accelerated project, I mean, to include blockchain on this relationship. I mean, to avoid, I would say, the manual on the disputes that generate a lot of friction and sometimes, I mean, lose times and money sometimes. We have another initiatives also, I mean, to develop APIs with another carriers. I mean, some of this development has been announced, I mean, in this event. I mean, we're developing this kind of APIs to make the process of ordering and even provisioning, I mean, automatically without any intervention.
It's very much like the old legacy infrastructures, really, if you think about it. You can't just keep the old ways of working. You know, you've got to change that network and that support structure with the times, and we're changing fast, right? So all very exciting stuff, lots of things in the pipeline, but lots of exciting announcements and developments at Telefonica. But Juan Carlos, thank you very much for joining us on Capacity TV today.
Thank you very much.